Yo, that's my signature for all my freestyles and all my raps. I turn to myself and here will give myself that. It ain't nobody in the studio, but Shak, I'm ready to go. And anybody talk the 44 be at your door. Anybody want to say, well, the podcast ain't live. Why? And how many times you listen and tried? Matter of fact, it don't hurt my feelings. See, I won't die. Cause I know the content I be bringing be fire. Hey, the freestyle fanatic. See, I got to have it. Been burying cabbage. I've been saying bunnies. Well, I got the rabbit. And anyone talking Jay, I got the carrots. I'm money moolah up. Money all over the rear. If you never had a stack, then get the out of here. Oh, we got something to talk about today on the Tiger Talk podcast. Let's go down anyway. Dwayne Haskins passed away last night. Whoa, moment of silence. That ain't right. And now they trying to replace Rothesburger, retired on Thursday. And I don't know if you heard, but dang, they in some trouble. On the double, flip it twice. People say Mike Tomlin's on the bubble. Man went 12-5 last year. Get the out of here. People been talking crazy on his name. I'm getting it clear. That's what we doing today. And we got a clown of the day. You already know, boy. It's that type of way. Man, let's get it right. I'm on the microphone. I'm back. And this the podcast, Tiger Talk with Shak. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I'm excited, man. I am ready to get this show going, man. I'm ready to get this thing on a off the bubble, my bad, and getting it right, man. Listen, I have not been with you guys in a day and a half, and I promise I've been hurt from that, man. And so I am happy to see you guys. Man, listen, man. I'm sorry I didn't dress down into something I had on yesterday, man. But listen, early today, man, you should have saw my boy. You should have saw your boy, man. I was casket sharp, man. Looked like them dang birds pecked it out of the tree for me. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, man, listen. I had on some nice stuff, bro. I really don't want to get into it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Man, it wasn't a bootleg, I'll tell you that. but nah, man. Hey, I was looking good, man. Fresh to death, you know what I'm saying? Fly like $1 million, man. And yeah, now we came home, man. And I'm excited to be home, man. Let me tell you why I'm excited to be home. Because, well, first off, my baby boys are in the room, and my baby girl in the room. And also, man, we are about to gear up to see this Garcia fight, man. We don't miss fights in this house. We get every UFC, we get every boxing event, we get every, man, we don't play around. Hey, we just get there and do it, man. Hey, look, if you first off, before we go there and get into it, I already say that. I always mess that up. But hey, you can find us on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts if you're trying to find us and promote the stream. Also, if you are trying to go to the YouTube page, man, it is on my Instagram page. So go to the Instagram page and then click on the YouTube. If we get 5 more people, I think something like that, we could rename the Instagram page. So, I mean, the YouTube page. So, man, make sure y'all come in. Make sure y'all stay in tune, man. And make sure y'all do y'all thing, bro. But before we get into it, you already know how to style the clicks, man. Hey, the boys that ride with me, man, in dirt, cold weather, bad weather, out the mud, boy. Don't matter if it's in the hood or suburbs. Don't matter if we going against 550 or 100, man. You already know the people that stay with me. My god dang aces! Hey, man, I appreciate that, man, because nobody ride with me like the aces ride with me, man. And let me tell you who my aces are for sure. My aces, Sabor, Shakur, Sash. My aces are my mama. Nah, my mom ain't no ace, man. Mom, you don't be bigging up like that, mom. I can't give you that title, man. Nah, we are definitely Mama Bryant fans in here, man. We definitely love my mama. But yeah, aces. And KK is an ace, man. Shout out to KK. Young Lil is an ace. Tristan is an ace. Audrey is an ace. I'm just gonna leave it right there, man. It's about 10 right there. We're gonna try and announce aces on the daily, man, because that way you guys know that I love you. You guys know that I support y'all. You guys, I know y'all know that I love the mess out of you, man. I appreciate you. Hey. So let's get right into it, man. I mean, you know what? I'm at a loss for words, man. My heart is hurting right now because I had some terrible news when I woke up this morning, man, and I could not wait to get it to you guys. But before I did that, I could not wait to pray for this family because when I say this in all sincerity. This young man has been a pleasure. He's never been disrespectful like that, like majorly. Like this kid is such a humble kid. He's such a nice kid from a good family, man. He did not have any babies or anything. I know he just got married. I want to say her name is like something with the K. My apologies, man. I should have looked into that, man. But it's something with the K. I know that for real. I remember that. But they just got married, man. He was only 24, a young kid, man. Out of he just went to the Pittsburg Steelers. His name is Dwayne Haskins, man. He died this morning, man. It's just so crazy, man, because we never know, how short we are here. We never know the impact of the legacy that we can leave, if we do things the right way. And so, with that being said, man, shout out to Dwayne Haskins, because I mean, he was one of those kids that did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those kids that, stayed in, got extra work, worked hard, didn't complain, stuff like that. And and he wasn't trouble off the field, man. Real good kid, came from Ohio State, man. Urban Meyer bridged that connection for us. And he played for Urban, man, for a while, bro. Like a while. And it's sad to lose a person, but to lose a person at 24. Now let me tell you how it went down. He was trying to cross the highway, apparently. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if he got into an argument. Don't know if he just wanted some fresh air. I don't know. But most people don't walk on a highway. You know what I mean? And so for this young man to be walking on a highway and then try to cross the highway, it's a little different. So I hope no foul play is in this, man. Like I said, he's a great kid. He got drafted. I remember about 2 years ago, he got drafted to the Washington Commanders, which was the Washington football team. He sat on the bench, but he's got spare play. He averaged maybe about 2,800 yards, something like that. And so what happened was they just traded for it. I mean, they just signed him from free agency out in out in Pittsburgh. And I just said on the show the other day, I was like, man, they really need a quarterback desperately. Now, if you don't know, Ben Rothesburger retired on Thursday, man. Shout out to one of the GOATs in the game, man. We love you. Go ahead, man. We whoa, did I do the laugh? My bad. No disrespect. Get it on a check. No disrespect. I remember Ben Rothesburger, who actually is from Milledgeville, Georgia, or spent a lot of time down in Milledgeville, Georgia. I remember when he first came in the league, man, he was wild, and they thought he was like not Patrick Mahomes, but I forgot the kid name. But anyway, they thought he was wild, loose cannon, gonna be all off the hook, man. He wound up crashing his motorcycle when he first came into the league. Well, they took his keys from him and told him to chill out. He's a major investment. He can't ride, and ever since then, you never heard about him getting in any trouble. He is a doggone dog. If you don't know about Ben Roethlisberger, look him up. Look up his yards and stuff like that. You'll be very impressed. I mean, he's always been playing at a top-notch level and not getting credit his whole life. And speaking of top-notch levels, now this is a story all about. Hey, so look, we're going to start implementing not only the story but the background of the story. And so basically when we're talking about this whole thing with the Steelers, we're going to give you a little bit of depth of that story. And so that way you can kind of understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Your coworkers try to holler at you about something. Bro, look, man, Shak said Man, trust me, I heard that on Shak. I can't wait for that to be notable. But people are paying attention to what we're doing, man. We getting some props. I see a lot of my stories that float around come back. I do see that a lot. So I know that traction is there, but we're gonna give you a little bit of depth. So listen, so so Ben Rothesburger hangs it up on Thursday. They draft Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins wound up walking on the highway, crossing the median, and got hit by a dump truck. I can't make that up. And so, take a moment of silence for him. Death is kind of crazy, man, when you think about it, man, because you can be here, you can be here today, gone tomorrow. Well, Ben packed it up. So now the Steelers need a quarterback. So now people are saying that this is Mike Tomlin bubble year. How? Where did you get that information and why? Why would this be Mike Tomlin's year? I feel like Mike Tomlin has not getting enough just due, and I believe that he's not getting nearly the amount of attention that he should get as a head coach, as all of the things that he's done. He's gonna have to find a quarterback, but luckily for him, there's a lot of quarterbacks out there, and not only that, you're getting some decent ones this year also. Now you might have to play somebody that will be a normal person back up first because you don't want to start a young guy that if you draft one, but you know what I'm saying? He'll be okay. Mike Tomlin, man, he's been a coach for 15 years. He'll figure it out. Now, people want to say he's his bubble year. How is this a bubble year? Mike Tomlin is 162 and 94. 162, 94 and like 2 or something like that. You know what that is? That's a winning percentage of 63%. How is he going anywhere? I don't even understand that. Like, Mike Tomlin is one of the greats. When you look at other people inside the league, man, Bill Belichick, he's had 321 wins, people. Bill Belichick, yes. New England Patriots, not a surprise. He'll go down as the best coach ever in the NFL, yes. And if they don't do it, they got it wrong. Andy Reid, 252. Pete Carroll, 163. And then Mike Tomlin, 162. So Pete Carroll and Mike Tomlin are right there. Neck and neck, 163 and 162. Like neck and neck, they're right there. So, you never know how that play out as far as winning percentages or wins. They all four got a high level of wins. But when you go to Mike Tomlin is beating Andy Reid in win percentages, and he's beating Pete Carroll in win percentages. You're not going to mess with the GOAT, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is 321 and 156. 321 wins, 156 losses. That is amazing. So, that's the GOAT. That's the OG, man. But look, y'all stop putting salt on my boy name, man. Y'all better keep my boy name right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on my boy name for real. Because that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But, he's done so much stuff. He had 2 ties in his whole career. And then he had 94 losses his whole career. Also, he had 162 wins his whole career. And that brings us to the next part of our segment. And when you're thinking about segments, you're thinking about all of this stuff, you want to get some good stuff, but this segment, we're going to have some good stuff. I guarantee it. You know why? Because we found a clown.
I'm a clown. I'm a clown. I'm a clown.
I want to see you. What I'm saying, why come here? I did it all.
I got to play something for y'all real quick.
Get it up. It's DJ in. Stop playing with my neck.
You heard what my boy said?
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name.
Whoa. Calm down, buddy. He said curse word there. But yeah, Birdman, you heard it first, man. Stop, put some respect on my name, bro. And this segment is from Clown Today is because Steeler.com, Steeler Depot, my bad, SteelerDepot.com. Steeler Depot, they pointed out that Mike Tomlin had a losing record in the playoffs. Since when? You got to do your research and you got to be accurate on this stuff, man. You just can't put stuff out there and hope it stick. People got internet, man. People will fact check you. They said that Mike Tomlin had a losing record in the playoffs. Okay, that might be right? That might be right. Okay, cool. Well, let's not even worry about that. Let's go further. How long has Mike Tomlin been a quarterback? Bye. Yeah, we're gonna get it right. Hey, how many times? How long has Mike Tomlin been the head coach of the Pittsburg Steelers? It's 15 years, right? So why do you say Depot, Steeler Depot? Why do you guys say and indicate that Mike Tomlin has a losing record? I don't understand that. If you want to dissect it, let's dissect it like this. You said that he was 8-9 in the playoffs. How is he 8-9 in the playoffs and he's only been there for 15 years? 8-9 in the playoffs, if you add those two, that's 17, which means that there's no way that Mike Tomlin has a record of 8-9 because he would have to lose two numbers because he's only been there 15 seasons. Another reason why y'all the clown of the day. Y'all didn't even give my man this props. You just start talking about negative stuff. Another reason. I ain't off you. Another reason why y'all the clown of the day is because y'all didn't even mention that he's the top 4 coach in the dang win percentage ever. Another dang reason. He's probably top 12 in losing. As far as having the least amount of losses. Another reason. You didn't even mention him by some of the greats. He is the second best African-American coach to ever coach at all time. Do you realize that the league has about 60 to 70%, more than that probably, African-American players? We don't even have that many coaches, not even nearly. We're probably at about 20% or less in head coaching. How's that possible if you have so many African-American athletes? Even high school knows that. If you have a large population of Caucasian kids, they're going to bring Caucasian coaches in to deal with those kids. If you have a high influx of African-American kids, so they're going to do that too. Now, let's say St. Pius, who's traditionally a lot or predominantly African-American, let's say they get an influx of African-American students. You're going to bring more coaches to service those kids. And it's not about white and black. It's just how they do it, how we do it. So that way that kid feels like it's somebody that looks like them that's around and on the staff. Now, with that being said, you got to give Mike Tomlin his flowers because Mike Tomlin is the second best winningest head coach that's African-American. Now, the reason why that is important and not important is this. One reason why it is important is because, well, the fact of him actually winning and being so competitive in the African-American community, well, you don't have too many. So the scrutiny and the microscope is constantly on him. But at the same time, you have to be respectful in the manner in which you say, is he really one of the best? Now, I'm not talking about really one of the best African-American coaches. Is he really one of the best coaches? And I would say yes. He's top 5 in win percentage. He's top 5 in percentages, period. He runs a great organization. You never hear about crap about his players. Sorry about what happened here now with Dwayne, but you got to give Mike Tomlin his flowers. He's never had a losing coaching record ever. He's never, ever. So that means that every time he's lost in the doggone football season, he's had at least 8 or more wins. 8 or more. That's real. So the next time y'all walk down there and try and not put respect on my boy name, y'all gonna get that Will Smith treatment, bro. You better keep my boy what?
Keep my boy's name out. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Real G check, bro. Hey, on top of that, man, listen. Mike Tomlin, man, he wind up. Tony Dungy is 65% on his winning campaign, on his winning record. Mike Tomlin is actually 63%. That's dope, man. Dope. All right. So I'm excited about Mike Tomlin. I hate it for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I hate it for Ben Rothesburger stepping down, man, because he could play. He's younger than Tom Brady. I hate it. I hate it that they lost that kid, Dwayne Haskins, man. That's tough. But be praying for the family, man. Be praying for their condolences, man. They really need your prayers right now. So, keep them in the backbone of everything. You know what I'm saying? When you talking to your family or your friends or whatever, just send a quick prayer out, man. You never know what that does. Motivation. Believe in yourself. And when I say believe in yourself, I mean believe in yourself. Not a little bit, a lot of bit. Believe in yourself, your whole self. If it's in you, it's in you, You have to understand, like, there's no way that a dog can be a cat. And this is funny because we have this whole society where people are like, "Oh, I'm gay, I'm homosexual, I'm bisexual, this, I identify with this, I identify with that. Don't call me this. Use we pronouns, they pronouns." All of this stuff, man, and I respect everybody. Whoever, if you want to be called Don Cornelius, I'll call you Don Cornelius as you're the dog on Soul Train, dude. If you want to do that, you know what I'm saying. But listen, I understand that we have to make equality and equal rights for everybody. You know what I'm saying. But what we have to realize is that yes, you can do that, but your sense of who you are has to be internally pushes who you are, because I can't walk down the street and look at somebody and say, "Hey, yo, I'm Bill Clinton." They can call me Bill Clinton all they want. One thing that's not going to happen is I'm not going to get more friends. I'm not going to get more voters. I'm not going to get more people that like me. I'm not going to get more people to reach out to me for money. And I'm not going to get that much more money. Just by them calling me Bill Clinton. Hey, Bill, oh, there you go. 178 million. There you go. But I brought that up not to bring up Black Lives Matter, not to bring up LGBT community, not to bring up Me Too movement, just to bring up believe in yourself and you are who you think you are. I'm actually supporting that. See, the thing is that you cannot tell a person that likes women that they're not a lesbian. You cannot tell a person that likes men that they're not a homosexual. Now, they might not want to identify with it because they haven't made the choice to come out yet, but they believe that that's who they are. And when I say they, I'm talking about that, whatever we're talking about, because I don't like when people generalize, Black people all as they, you know what I'm saying? So nobody would, but when I say they, I mean, the different communities and whoever we're talking about in this situation, you know what I'm saying? But you cannot convince somebody that lives a lifestyle a certain way, that want to be identified a certain way. You cannot convince them that they're not who they are. So what I'm saying is that sometimes we got to believe ourselves. And when we believe ourselves, we got to believe ourselves a little bit more than everybody else. I'm tired of people actually stopping their dreams. I'm tired of people not focusing on what they're supposed to do because they are frustrated with how their life is turning out. They're frustrated with how their dream is going or what's happening, in the real world or whatever the case may be. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you have to realize is it doesn't matter if you look the part, say the part. It doesn't matter if you live the part, do the part. It doesn't matter if you practice for the part, study the part more, and be ready and be more prepared, just like Mike Tomlin is. Mike Tomlin is succeeding in the NFL as an African-American head coach, and he's not only balling every year, he's excelling every year. And that's what I mean. He believes in himself. He believes that he's a good coach. I hope he does. But, identify with how you identify. Anything you say about yourself is right. If you're a good person, you're right. If you're a bad person, you're right. If you think that you're better than what you are, you're right. If you think that you're not arrogant, you're not. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't mean it's true a lot, because we get some people to be like, "I'm not arrogant," and you arrogant in the mug. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm not jealous. What? Hey, man, I don't think I'm better than other people. You know what I'm saying? And we got that all the time, man. But that's the thing that what you got to realize is that whatever you say about your life, that's going to happen and come to pass. And that's how you're going to be identified. So understand that you have to believe. And so when you're going after these goals and these dreams, you have to attack this from a belief nature. I believe that I'm going to make the baseball team. Okay, well then when you believe that you make the baseball team, the next year or the year after that or whatever the next day after that is, I'm going to be a starter on the baseball team, or I'm going to get playing time, or I'm going to get whatever you believe in your life, manifest it, man. We have to do our affirmations, and I do my affirmations with my kids mostly every day. But affirmation is just basically speaking positive things over your life. Hey, I believe that you are great. I believe that you are awesome. I believe that you are handsome or pretty or whatever. Whatever we tell this thing right here as a computer, that's what it's going to give us back. You have to understand, when you Google something and you look for something, and you say, hey, I want to look up Timmy's Bigfoot Taco Extravaganza. You know what I'm saying? When you look that up, this computer is going to give you the information based on what you searched. So if you have to understand this, is that if you're searching every day for lost answers, if you're searching every day for misinformation, then guess what? Your computer or your Google is going to feed that to you. If you ask yourself, hey, are you a good person? No, I'm not a good person. I'm not a good person. I'm not a good person. Not a good person. So somebody tells you a good person, you be like, what? My Google didn't give me that. Hey, but that's the thing though, man. It's like we have to feed ourselves these positives. We have to affirm our lifestyles, and we have to talk over ourselves. And that's the other segment of the belief. Because once I say what I am, then I got to do what I have to do. Once you have the faith of who you are, you got to put in the action. Once you put in the action, then after that, you got to keep moving. You know, you have once you speak it, you got to believe it. You got to believe it wholeheartedly, and you got to go and move in it. Move into your next phase. I can say I'm the president of the world all the time, but if I don't do nothing, I'm dang sure I ain't the president. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times this is what we apply for, what we go after. A lot of times people have so many degrees and so many great things that they can do with their talent and their time, and they don't even do it. Why? Because they don't even believe in themselves. Because if they believed in themselves, then they'll sign up for it. You got to do a job. Why not do an amazing job? You know what I mean? That's being said, man. Hey, the wrap-up show, man, that's what it is, man. Hey, remember, blood is thicker than water, only in certain cases. You need water to live. You learning the basics. Better cherish your aces, man. I love y'all, man. I miss y'all, bro. You already know you're going to see me back tomorrow. Peace. Deuce to click. You're